Welcome to How To Mechanics. In this video, I'll be showing how to repair your trailer wiring. In this particular case, the trailer wires got ripped off. Your situation might be different, but I'm going to show you how to repair this. So what I like to do before I rewire this, I'm going to inspect the whole wiring harness to see where I need to stop and start. You're going to follow the wires going down the frame. What you're doing is you're looking for any wires that are cracked, obviously the ones that are broken, anything that you can find, and take note of everything. So far I've got a broken wire. This connection isn't the best, so I'm going to repair that too. On the other side, there's a cracked and exposed wire. I'm going to check this area to see if this is okay over here. It looks like to be good, other than the clearance light. I'm going to replace these wires as well. So in this case, I think I'm going to cut off this bar. And then I'm going to do all my rewiring inside of this bar. That way it's kind of protected from all the elements. And the wiring's bad all the way up to that point anyway, so I want to replace the wires all the way in there. All trailers are different, but you want to find your main ground wire. And this one is up front, next to the pigtail. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Snip the one wire coming from the left side clearance light. And then we're going to pull all the wires out. That way we're going to start fresh with all new wires. Now I'm going to replace the wiring going to the left side clearance light. I found some cracks in this wiring as well, so I'm going to replace it. A break in the wire like this can cause them to flicker going down the road. I'm going to go ahead and snip out this old butt connector. I'm going to get some wire exposed. When I'm doing any wiring repairs, I use these heat shrink wire connectors. These are great because they have heat shrink and glue built into them. Once you have your wire hooked up, we're going to run the new wire all the way to the other side. Now I'm going to start snipping the old wire loom. I'm going to snip these in a stair step pattern. One longer, one medium, and one short. That way when I go wire it back together, there's not a big ball of connectors all in one spot. I'll have a link in the description below for all the tools and wiring connectors that I've used in this video. So make sure to check that out, and it really helps my channel out. With your new wires, we're going to snip these the same way, and then just match up the colors to the length of the wire. Now it's as simple as matching up the colors and connecting them together. I usually prefer to heat shrink these with a heat gun, but you can also use a torch. Now I'm melting the heat shrink and the glue. This will provide a watertight seal for the wires. With that new wire from the left side clearance light, we're going to do the same thing on the right side clearance light. Snip off the wire and add a new wire to it, and then we're going to run it over to the left side to match them up. Right now I'm taking the left side clearance light and the new brown wire from the new wiring harness, and we're going to connect those two together. Then I'm going to take the new wire from the right side clearance light. Then I'm going to take the existing brown wire from the original trailer harness, and then I'm going to tie those two together. Connect those to the left side clearance light and the main clearance light harness. So what I'm doing right now is connecting all the clearance lights to one wire. With everything heat shrunk, I'm going to take some tape and we're going to tape everything up. Now remember about that ground wire I mentioned earlier? Well, that is that white wire, and we're actually going to wire that into the front of the trailer. I'm going to slide that metal pipe back over top of the wires, and then I'm going to weld it back onto place. With the new wire ran all the way to the very front, I'm going to take the white ground wire and we're going to ground it to the frame. I'm using a heat shrinkable eyelet connector. When you go to bolt this back into the frame, make sure your connector is clean and the frame has no rust on it. Now it's time to wire in the trailer harness connector. Get the wires stripped back. And then it's as easy as matching up the colors and wiring them together. Before I wrap everything up nice and neat, I'm going to test the wiring. I've actually built my own trailer light testing box. At this point, you can just hook up your own personal vehicle to the trailer and do the testing with that. So we're going to turn on the clearance lights. And then the brake lights. And then your right and left blinkers / flashers. Everything is looking good, so now we can wrap up this job. I'm going to take some electrical tape and then also some conduit to protect the wires when they're connected to the vehicle. All trailing wiring is going to be different, but I hope this video helps you and gets you back on the road. Thank you for watching How To Mechanics, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.